Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we have some of the Miniverse Make It Mini Lifestyle Series 2. It was so cool because the Target employee asked me if I wanted to take the box, and she even put this little sticker on it so they wouldn't tell me anything on the way out. That never happened, so I feel extremely blessed and lucky, especially because the box only had 5, but I thought that was a good amount for us to be able to review and see if we like them, if we don't, what our thoughts are. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. From what I'm seeing so far, it says here molded yourself, which leads me to believe that maybe, just maybe, the 15 items in this collection are going to be molds or have some type of mold in it. We shall definitely take a look and see. Let's go ahead and get this capsule open and see what else we can find. I'm so sorry I have not been recording and reviewing things as much as before, but I'm starting to slowly but surely get in the rhythm of things again. As an adult, or even if you're not an adult, things will always happen, and sometimes when one thing happens, a lot of others follow, but the only thing that matters is that we're here and we keep pushing through it. So let's go ahead and see what's in this little capsule. Of all of the new Miniverse series that came out, which one has been your favorite? We have The Lord of the Rings, we have Harry Potter, we had Diner and Cafe Wave 2 of Series 3, we have Lifestyle Series 2. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, the birthday one. That's my favorite so far. But this one didn't really catch my eye in the beginning. But let's see what is in it. Maybe we will fall in love with it. You never know. So we have some teapots. We have some teacups. We have a mix of colors for these and styles. Look, this one looks like little cats. We have more teacups in form of cats. We have some mushroom candles. What are these? Marbled arc candles. That's interesting. We have 2 different vases and the buds. So let's go ahead and see which one we got this time. I cannot believe I forgot about the Halloween series, the happy hour. What else did we have? The multi-packs. There's just so many things out there. We have a lot of catching up to do, so we will certainly try and do that in the upcoming weeks. Let's get this first little bag open. We have some epoxy resin in the color clear. Makey make. 100% crafty, do it yourself. I like this little new container. It's really cute, and the little son is holding the brush just like in the packaging. Let's set this aside. It comes with a little piping tip. This one seems to be a lot more narrow, so maybe it's for something more precise. In our second little bag, let's see what we have. This bag is very light. I'm curious to see what it could have inside. Let's take a little peek. I see something brown. We have, ooh, what are you? Is this stickers maybe? Not too sure what this could be, but I do know what this is. We have some sandpaper. It says here P320 and 100% grit. I thought the P320 would be the grit, but I guess not. Let me put this back up here, make sure we don't forget about it, and see what we have in our third little bag. I'm going to just try because I already have too many things, but I shall try and save this bag. I think it would look awesome as wallpaper, especially if we open like a flower boutique. I think it would look really cute in the background or maybe in a frame. But we have our first mold. Let's go ahead and get this mold open, take a closer look, see what it looks like. I think we're just going to end up pouring the resin in here and then curing it, but that's just a thought. We shall wait and see the instructions. In the meantime, let's go ahead and open up our utensil bag. Let's go ahead and get this bag opened, and I'm pretty sure it'll have something amazing inside. We have the little legs for the capsule, and I see something brown in here. What could it be? Ooh, I know what it is. It's a little mini brush. Look at how cute it is. It has that little gold accent. Very, very cute mini verse. Here are the flowers. We have roses. The little other flowers, I believe they're called, we said baby's breath, right? These are almost like a lilac tone or maybe like a baby blue. They're very pretty, but I'm noticing we're missing this little container. Where is it? It must have fell. Here it is. They're calling it a hue dust. I think maybe it's going to be mica powder, but I'm not sure on that. Let's take a look at the instructions. So, if I'm reading this right, they want us to flip the mold or turn it over, just halfway over maybe. And then with the brush, we're going to add in the hue dust. Let's see if we're able to make this. It looks a little bit complicated. So let's try our best. This one has me nervous. I'm sitting on the edge of my chair. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm trying to look at the pictures, looking at what I did, and it's not adding up. I have a feeling this little hue dust is going to make things a little bit messy. We shall wait and see. So we need to grab the hue dust with our brush and just add it all in the inside of the mold. I'm guessing it's just to give it a little bit of shine, a little bit of color, but we shall wait and see. Make sure you get it in every nook, every cranny of it, and then it says to flip it up again. As you can see, I have that dust all over my hands, so keep in hand some baby wipes. Those will come in handy. We need to add the little piping tip to the resin and start pouring it in the mold. You will have to add all of the resin just like this. So once you have added it, you're going to go ahead and get it cured. And it says here for about 10 minutes in each side in sunlight, or of course we can use our UV light. I have a 365N UV light that I have been using from before. If the resin is clear like this one, it has no problem curing it. It's nice and hardened, as you can see here. But when I do thicker consistency resin, it doesn't cure it as well. Let's go ahead and try something. I'm thinking I'm going to try and use my own mica powder. I'm just curious to see if what they used is this. And I'm going to try and use a different tone just to see if it cures us nicely. I grabbed a longer brush and I think I'm going to flip it already. I think that with a longer brush, there's no need for us to flip it. So let me go ahead and put it back in place and try to add the little mica powder like this. If this works, I think this will help us not make things as messy. But if you're okay with the mess, then go for it. Here is the little sandpaper. I'm going to sand off just the bottom part of the little vase while the rest is curing. So far so good. I think really you don't need to sand it if you're able to get it leveled when you cure it. We need to go ahead and maybe cut off a little bit off the stems of the frozens. I wanted to say flowers and roses, so they became frozens. And add them to the vase. Here is the one that I had made out of the other mica powder. And I have to say, it seems to have worked. What do you think? Do you like this one? It had no issue curing, but I did just notice that there's one little line on it where I maybe missed adding some of the powder, but I think it looks really good. I have some extra flowers that I think I'm going to add in here. And here is the outcome. What do you think? Do you like this one? I think it turned out okay, and I love the color of it. So let's go ahead and open up another capsule and see what we get. Do you think Miniverse is going to release new things in maybe October, November, or December for the holidays? I know last year they had the all you can eat. It would be really cool if they would be able to do something special for the holidays. Maybe a new kitchen. You never know, right? Let's take out, let's go for this bag and see what's in here. This bag is also very light, like the one we had last time, but we know there's something in here. We have the sandpaper that we had last time, and look at this little decorate, they're calling them decals, spicy kittens. Here's that sandpaper we were talking about. Let's grab another bag, see what else we have. I know based on the little decals, we're going to be making the teacups. Let's get this little bag open. And how cool is it that now the bags seem to go with what's inside? So if you notice here, we have the make a teacup, we have the little handles, and in these purple bags, we have the teacups here. So I think that's a hint. Here is the mold for our little teacup. Let's set this aside. Open up another bag. Let's open this one. Here is the resin. It also comes with a little piping tip, studio porcelain. And this bag has, what could it have? We already have the resin. Oh, it comes with some cookies. We have sun-baked sweets. Oh, look at the little paw. It's a little cat paw. Here we have an item wrapped in some new newspaper. Let's take a look at it a little bit closer. We have, again, the same name as the other ones, which is the mini post. And this is the lifestyle one with, it says here, candles. And let's see, how do I look? You look cutie. Ain't no party, crafty craft. Sorry, I'm just reading these out loud. Forgive me. Here is 2 little plates. They're different colors. Oh, to match with the decals, I think. So let's take a look at the instructions and start building our cat teapots. No, teacups, sorry. What we will do is we're going to prepare our little teacup with the plastic underneath, and we're going to use up all of this resin. Right now, I already made 2. This is going to be my 3rd one. So far, so good. I'm thinking we're able to make 2 sets, but we will wait and see. I need to file down the bottom part a little bit on some, so let's go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, some of my little teacups have little imperfections. One of them seems to have an ear bitten off, the other one has some bubbles, and one of them, the bottom part was just not to its best. I did go ahead and do these off camera because they took a long time to cure, so forgive me for that. Let's go ahead and take out the little decals and add them to our little teacups. Let's go ahead and see which one shall we do first. I like the one to the right the best, so let's go ahead and put the little decal on our little teacups. We're gonna add in the little ears. These almost seem to be like vinyl decals. You first stick them on there, and once you stick them in here, you peel off the top layer, just like this. Aren't these cute? They're very, very adorable. Let's go ahead and do the same to, nope, not this one. Oh man, they both have the ears bitten off. Let me take a look at the 4th one that was curing. As you can see, the 4th one, I had a little bit better luck with the ear. So let's go ahead and add in the decals to this one as well. We'll do the ears. You have to press them very nicely. I think for these, it would be nice if we had like a squishy tool, because that helps you be able to then peel off the top layer. If you don't press on them very, very firmly and nicely, you'll struggle with the top piece of plastic. The next part is we need to add the little handles. Here are the handles. Unfortunately, it only comes with 2. I wish, or I hope I should say, that I get another one of these. Maybe I'll try and make a mold and see if I'm able to make more handles for them. Maybe. Let's go ahead and get this added. We will get it cured, and this is how they turned out. I think they came out great. What do you think? I think they turned out great. And look, I added little faces with a Sharpie to the extra teacups that we had without the little handle. To these, we could use them as little planters. So actually, let me do that right now. Let me grab some of the potting mix that we had from the old lifestyle series and add it to them, just to show you what you could make with these. So here we added a succulent, and then to this other one, give me a sec. If it lets me, oops, it's plain hard to get. We're going to add an herb to it. I do have this little plant that I had received in one of my packages, and this is what everything turned out to look like. I really cannot pick a favorite. I think everything turned out great. I'm almost tempted to open up another capsule because these were just so much fun to build. I like how the mica powder worked really well with this vase. So, should we open another capsule or stop here? That is a real question. The answer is we'll open up another capsule since these are just too fun to stop at just two, right? I have to admit, these have stolen my heart a little bit. In the beginning, I was hesitant about these, but they have been so fun to build, and knowing that the possibilities of personalizing these are endless makes me just want to make a video of just remixes. So the first thing that fell out of this capsule is the collector's guide. So let's just take a glance of what we have, what it includes, and how we're going to build it. So it seems pretty easy. Let's go ahead and open up our bags and see what we get. We have the sandpaper, and we have some new decals. These are the funny faces. It comes with 4 different faces. It also has some more of the hue dust. This is the speckled one. Let me show you. It says it on the other side. Here it is. And in the same bag, we have our resin. Let's take a look and see which kind we have this time. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, mine came partially opened, so good reminder, wear gloves, be careful. Let me go ahead and grab some alcohol wipes, clean my hands up, and we shall be back. In the next bag, we have, this is going to be some more of that indoor mix. So this time it's not potting mix, it's indoor mix. And here is the mold. I really like this mold. I think we could use it for other things other than the little planter buds. Inside of our little newspaper, we have 2 different plants. These are new ones. We had not seen these before. It comes with the little tongs. And let's see what we have in our little utility bag. We have a little spatula, but look, this time it has that wood texture. It has the 2 little nails. It's really cute. Let's go ahead and get this opened. I'm going to be careful and still grab a little wipey to hold this one because it just seems to continue making a mess. To this, we need to mix the speckle. I've heard of something called spackle, but I think it's something different, right? I think that should be enough just to give it that little texture. Let's give it a very good mix. And we're going to, ooh, this is runny. Be careful. Pour in as little as you can at a time. And you need to be extra careful because it does not fall or drip down evenly for some reason. I'm having to poke through the inside layer just to make sure it all goes through. Sadly, mine has a little bump on the bottom, which we will have to definitely sand off. But this is what it looks like once it's cured. It also took a while to cure. I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat that. For some reason, some of the resin, even with my 365 Inlight, takes a while to cure. So I'm trying to make another one. Be careful. It takes some time to pour all the way down. You might need to tap it, maybe press it, move it around a little bit. So I'm just trying to see what would be an easier way for us to pour it. I'm using the little spatula that came with it. I'm not too concerned of anything on the outside. Since it is silicone, it will remove itself very easily once it's cured. I'm not going to touch it while it's still wet. I'll just wait for it to cure. Here is the second one, and let's go ahead and get these sanded. continue to sand until, in my opinion, they could stand without falling. If they're a little wobbly, I'm okay with that as long as they don't tip over. Next, we're going to add the decals. The decals work the same as the ones that we used with the teacups. The only difference that I found in these is that these you have to cut the little piece that you're going to use out, and when you transfer them over, make sure that you rub them really well. That way the little decal sticks to the little planter. I was able to make a third one. I want to show it to you in just a little bit. I had some leftover resin and I added some of the pink mica powder. It does look a little bit dark still, but I think it does the trick. So I was able to make 3. I think if some of the resin hadn't spilled, maybe I would have been able to make 4. But this is what they look like. I think they're definitely very cute. I do recommend these. Just be very patient with the curing. Be very careful when you pour them out and you will be fine. Which one is your favorite of the 3? I think the pink one is my favorite, but I love pink. But this is what we were able to build today. Bye everybody. Hope you have a great day.